So this is going to be a tutorial on high risk vendor onboarding. So in this video, we'll see how a buyer would evaluate a vendor on the basis of the statutory documents or the business documents attached by the vendor at the time of form submission, registration form submission, along with the uh, responses to the questions and the documents attached to or evidence documents attached in support of those audit questions or checklists that were assigned to him at the time of invite code creation, right? So, just like any other vendor, the buyers can click on this eye icon and they can find the basic details of this vendor along with the documents attached. That is again the business documents. And to check out the checklists or the response to the questionnaires um, assigned to that vendor, they can go to this previous assessment tab and they can find the score of this vendor and they can check out the responses or the answers selected by the vendor, and they can also find the score of this vendor in this page. And along with that, they can also, what the buyers can do is they can download the evidences submitted by the vendor by clicking on this download button, right? So they can perform the previous assessment before sending a vendor for audits. So to send a vendor to for audit, they'll click on this eye icon again. So this is a different vendor. So they'll go to this vendor approval tab. They'll select all these details like method of payment, line of business, payment terms or terms of payment, etc. So they can select all this information before sending a vendor for audits, right? Okay. So the vendor risk classification is selected, is set to high, since this is a high risk vendor, right? So so once all these details are done, we'll come to this question: do you want to conduct the audit? So I'll select yes. So based on my response to this question, the checklists assigned to this vendor would pop up here in this part of the screen. So as you can see, there were two checklists assigned to this vendor. This was a one-time vendor, so one-time vendor checklists for HSE audit and CCA audits were assigned to this vendor. So next to these checklists, we have two cells available. So in that cell, you can select the person or the HSE or CCA auditor's name, right? And you can assign these people to basically conduct an audit on this vendor, or the basically to conduct the audit. So you can select the people from this list and you can leave in a remark, right? And click on approve. So once you would click on approve, this vendor would be approved from your end. It would go to to the auditors for audits.